let's take a look at the two starting pitchers who get the assignment here. For the third, with the top of the order to follow. Swing and a miss.
Up there now that you're trailing. You don't want to help him out right here at the start.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Pitch on the way. Levi Adler. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Just no chance to...
The pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Here comes another 0-2. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And this is going to be extra bases here to kick off the fifth. And he will pull in here with a leadoff double. Gerald Moore will get a chance now following the leadoff double.
And being a left-handed hitter, he'll at least have a chance to pull one on the ground. Get that tying run over to third base with just one out.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw. The 1-0 pitch. Another fastball. This one he gets by him.
It's enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Ready now on 1-1. Now a fork ball, but this will bounce near the plate for a ball. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Now the 3-1 home. Forkball, and he can't make contact, so it's full now, 3-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Full count offering on its way. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. The 3-2 one more time. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Lucius Clark will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Now the first pitch. And he takes ball one. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
2-0 now.
Oof. That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not to...
And meanwhile, this pitch gets away from him. It is. Levi Adler will step in. He doubled and later scored his last time.
Levi Adler.
Here's the first offering. Here's the ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And the go-ahead runs in to score on the sac fly as this is now a 4-3 ball game. Levi Adler will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the ninth.
Levi Adler.
And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
Now here it comes. And this is going to be a foul ball. And now a pitch on the way. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Welcome, everyone, to this year's Major League Baseball first-year player draft. Today, the best up-and-coming baseball talent from around the country and the world, many of whom have just recently competed in the Topps Amateur Showcase, will begin their journey as professional baseball players. Today is a day these young men have been dreaming about and working towards their entire lives. We wish them all the best of luck and look forward to watching them develop into even greater ball players over the coming years. With that said, it's time to get started. The first pick is officially on the clock. With the first overall pick in this year's first-year player draft, the Arizona Diamondbacks select Maury Shaney, a first baseman from the Central Region. With the second pick of the first round, the Colorado Rockies select Ray Ruiz, a relief pitcher from the West Region. With the third pick in the first round, the Texas Rangers select Pete Blake, a catcher from the West Region. With the fourth pick of the first round, the Minnesota Twins select Josh Napier, a starting pitcher from the West Region. With the fifth pick in the first round, the Houston Astros select Rick Hahn, a starting pitcher from the West Region. With the sixth pick of the first round, the Boston Red Sox select Zachary Bain, a right fielder from the West region. With the 7th pick in the first round, the Chicago White Sox select Randy Lyons, a left fielder from the West region. With the 8th pick of the first round, the Philadelphia Phillies select. With the 9th pick in the first round, the Chicago Cubs select Robert Leary, a catcher from the West region. With the 10th pick of the first round, the Cincinnati Reds select Gary Fontaine, a closing pitcher from the Central region. With the 11th pick in the first round, the Tampa Bay Rays select Patrick Bale, a closing pitcher from the West region. With the 12th pick of the first round, the Miami Marlins select Rene Escalona, a starting pitcher from the West region. With the 13th pick in the first round, the San Diego Padres select Bob Washington, a closing pitcher from the East region. With the 14th pick of the first round, the Atlanta Braves select Bill Conrad, a closing pitcher from the International region. With the 15th pick in the first round, the New York Mets select Rex Barron, a relief pitcher from the West region. With the 16th pick of the first round, the Milwaukee Brewers select Rafael Perez, a relief pitcher from the West region. With the 17th pick in the first round, the Toronto Blue Jays select Lucius Clark, a third baseman from the West region. With the 18th pick of the first round, the New York Yankees select Rudy Brandt, a left fielder from the East region. With the 19th pick in the first round, the Cleveland Indians select Matt Jackson, a starting pitcher from the East region. With the 20th pick of the first round, the Seattle Mariners select Brian Sanchez, a third baseman from the Central region. With the 21st pick in the first round, the Oakland Athletics select Anderson Kell, a third baseman from the East region. With the 22nd pick of the first round, the Pittsburgh Pirates select Levi Adler, a first baseman from the West region.
Okay, so as we make our way through the latter half of this first round, we see another highly valued prospect come off the board. What do you guys know about him, and what's your opinion on this selection?
Well, you know, I like this kid. I don't think he's quite the same level of talent that we've seen taken early on in this round, but I do believe he has a bright future ahead, and I think he fits nicely with his new organization's needs.
Yeah, and I agree that he might not be on the same level as the first couple of picks, but let me tell you, I think he's a little bit of a steal at this point in the first round. You guys, we all saw him at the Topps Amateur Showcase, and I thought he looked very promising, and I know you guys did too. I would not be surprised at all if he turns out to be one of those upper echelon major league players down the road with a little bit more experience. Now, I'm sure he's excited to be a first-round pick, so I hope he takes just a little bit of time to enjoy this moment before he gets started on that professional career.
I just want La música de Harry Fraud.
Punted right at the first baseman, and that's an easy play. Oh, he missed him. How in the world did that happen?
That is extreme agility by a former football player. That looked like he was heading into the secondary and evaded the free safety.
rappers when they didn't want to listen. What's my flow missing like a candy line? I think I'm multiplying my dope stacks, you know that. I'm full of hate, because this world's full of snakes. You don't know who to trust, it's just another brother under.
Everybody, everybody wants. Everybody, everybody needs. Don't ask me why. There's never gonna be enough time. I'm never gonna pay it off, so why? Gonna take it what I want, gonna take it what I want, and I'll tell you how I got it. Why? They're gonna ask me what I want, lies, 'cause I've been taking what I'll come for hard, and I'll do it again, do it again, do it again. I already got what you wanted to hold. I already seen what you're trying to show me. Already know that I don't wanna know. I don't wanna know. Every grown up because I wanted to show I am really the one, but you don't really know me. Every grown up, everybody can blow. Everybody can blow. Don't ask me why. I got a feeling in my gut. I gotta do it till I'm done. Survive. Gonna make it what I want. Gonna make it what I want, and I'll tell you how I got it. Signs. What I follow in the dark. The way I feel when I'm in love. Alright. Gonna take it what I want. Gonna take it what I want. Take. Wanna cover it up. You try to kick in the door. I know you want me to run, but I'd rather control you. Give me a hug. I hold my enemies closer. Enemies closer. Every grown up because I wanted to show. Are you ready to run? 'Cause we don't really know you. Every grown up and everybody can know. Everybody can know. Don't ask me why. I got a feeling in my gut. I gotta do it till I'm done. Survive. Gonna make it what I want. Gonna make it what I want, and I'll tell you how I got it. Signs. What I follow in the dark. The way I feel when I'm in love. Alright. Gonna take it what I want. Gonna take it what I want. Take. Everybody, everybody wants. Everybody wants, but not as bad as me. Don't ask me why. I got a feeling in my gut. I gotta do it till I'm done. Survive. Gonna make it what I want. Gonna make it what I want, and I'll tell you how I got it. Signs. What I follow in the dark. The way I feel when I'm in love. Alright. Gonna take it what I want. Gonna take it what I want. Take.
MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Altoona Curve and their central Pennsylvania rivals, the Harrisburg Senators. And let's also get a brief look at our two starting pitchers as you see how they stack up right there. Levi Adler leads things off now in the top half of the second. Now the first pitch. And look out as this bat shatters on impact. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. Levi Adler will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
And that right there was his first hit at the Double-A level. Steve, that's got to be an exciting moment for him.
Yeah, and with that first knock out of the way, he can now settle in and start working on the next one. Of course, he's aiming for that first major league hit, but he's got to start somewhere.
Levi Adler will stride in, popped out and singled in his 2 trips. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And with his speed, forget it. It's an infield single. Levi Adler will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. First offering on the way. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Keene will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. So a good job of collectively swinging the bats in this one, but if we had to single out one guy who out. Levi Adler will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. Pitch on the way. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Here comes another 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
He'll try again, 1-2. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Here's a spot where you can see he just doesn't get that bat on a level plane through the zone. This is an uppercut swing like he's trying to hit it out of the park. It winds up a routine pop-up.
Levi Adler will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Levi Adler.
First pitch here is hit off to the right side and fouled. It's strike 1. Now the pitch. Oh, and he can't hold on there as he swings and misses on a pitch in the dirt, and he's down 0-2 now. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, and maybe your offense can go from there.
But that'll be off the wall in right center. Around second, he'll try for third, and he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
Well, this is always a tough play for a center fielder. That ball that is directly over your head. And this nearly gets out of here as it winds up off the wall. You see a good effort to get it back in, but this was going to be 3 bases all the way.
First baseman number 4.
Now the first pitch. Levi Adler is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. And he couldn't lay off there as he offers it a pitch in the dirt, and the count comes even now at 1-1.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
The 1-2. Taken the other way, but this should be routine out there in right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6, and we are tied 2-2. Levi Adler will step in with a full house out there in what may be the pivotal at-bat of this game. Hammered the other way to deep right field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Levi Adler will try and get something started here in the top half of inning number 11. Here's the first offering. That's into the gap on the first pitch, and it looks like he may wind up with extra bases. He'll take the turn and head for second. Around second now, heading for third. And he will make it in safely. He's in at third as the go-ahead run. Not a lot of offense to go around in this one, but what offense we did see came from this man's bat. He's our top player of the game.
La música de Harry Fraud.
So we're going to see a pinch hitter here with the base empty and one gone in the inning. And the first pitch of the inning is promptly banged into right center. And it'll be right into the stretch as this gets down out there for a base hit. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others. Levi Adler will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Now the first pitch. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Gomez is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. So a bit of a rocky start there as they're able to load the bases on him, but he's able to wiggle his way out of it. Levi Adler will dig in here. He flew out his first time around.
Levi Adler.
First offering on the way. Swing and a liner. Foul. Pause, now the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Here we go. Ducks on the pond. Get it done. Hey, you and him. Get him in stuff.
Now another 0-2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are two away. Levi Adler will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Here's the first offering. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
He's ready now. The pitch. Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. He's set, now the pitch. Pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed for strike three as they'll need to throw to first here. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. The Curve lead it 1-0. Levi Adler will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Now here's the first pitch. That's hit sharply past the mound and on into center field for a one-out single. And he'll get in there with a hustle double. So a good job of collectively swinging the bats in this one, but if we had to single out one guy who outshined all others, I think it's the man who stands out right here. He's our top player of the game.
And I think, all things considered, this was really a team victory. But out of everybody, I agree, he made the biggest impact out there.
Our final line score, first for the victorious Curve, 5 runs on 9.
Everybody wants. Everybody needs. Don't ask me why. There's never gonna be enough time. I'm never gonna pay it off, so why? Gonna take it what I want. Gonna take it what I want, and I'll tell you how
Now taking the field,
Levi Adler will be the batter.
first baseman,
first offering on the way. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. But that'll be off the wall in right center. Around third and being waved on home. And the opening salvo is fired here as they take a 1-0 lead. Levi Adler will stand in. He tripled homer run his first time around. Here's the first offering. And he takes ball one. The next pitch. Swing and a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. The 1-1. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. Here comes a 1-2. And this is fouled straight back. Here's another 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it.
Now another 2-2. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And the run will score from second here as that breaks it open to a 6-0 lead. Levi Adler will stand in. He tripled homer run his last time. First pitch coming. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. Boy, and call off the Dogs already as this is down for extra bases. 2-run score. It's in time and he's out at the plate, so they'll get 2 runs on the play, but not the third. Levi Adler come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
Now here's the first pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency half.
He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And he will score as well. So the plate goes right by him.
And you can pretty much see this starting to set up out there right about when he hit first base. Remember, this guy can absolutely fly. So he just put his head down and he said, I ain't stopping. And he makes it all the way around to score for the inside the park home run.
Levi Adler will get his shot here, needing only a single, the easiest of them all, to complete the cycle. Now the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Oh, and you cannot get caught making up your mind to swing before you even see where the pitch is going to be. I mean, I wasn't even close.
In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now. And gone. Home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his second home run of the game, as they just continue to pour it on here. Now the first pitch. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And it's a foul ball. He's set, now the pitch. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Cabrera takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
And I think, all things considered, this was really a team victory. But out of everybody, I agree, he made the biggest impact out there.
And we welcome you back to today's minor league pregame show as we close in on Double-A Eastern League Baseball with our Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Levi Adler is our man to watch as he comes off one of his better showings of the year. His last contest, an impressive 5-hit performance, and really led the charge offensively for this ball club.
Yeah, and let me tell you, getting 5 hits in a ball game is really tough to do. I mean, sometimes you don't even get 5 at-bats, and we all know that getting a base hit is one of the toughest things to do in sports. Going into this one, I'll bet he'll be trying to emulate everything he was doing and thinking about up there because...
Okay, we're looking forward to this one. Lineups and first pitch on the show coming up next. Levi Adler will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. First offering on the way. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one. EK, as we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, and it's painfully obvious to say, but if they can't score any runs, their woes are just going to continue. They were shut out in the loss yesterday, so what they really need is to put a few runs on the board early on and let their pitchers work with the lead.
And the runner is in from second, and he will score as well. As they're on the board here in the first, it's now 2-0. Levi Adler will have a shot now to really open this one up in the early going. Now the first pitch. Line hard into left. And that's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. And the second run will score as well. Levi Adler will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth. Now here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Oh, you cannot get caught making up your mind to swing before you even see where the pitch is going to be. I mean, I wasn't even...
Hold that thought, though. This ball's hammered to deep center field. Back at the wall, and it's gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center as they push this lead up to 9 now. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike 1.
Yeah, 2 outs, nobody on. Got a pretty good idea what he's going to do. He won't hold back here.
Hit toward the hold, and they're going to get a 2-out base runner as that's into left for a base hit. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. So they pick up no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and none left.
Leading off with a curve. First baseman.
Levi Adler will step in looking to remain perfect. He's already 4 for 4. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to.
Meanwhile now, this is a drive out to straightaway right field, and it's going to get out of here. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here. First pitch coming. And a drive out to deep right center field. And that one's out of here. What another nickel in the merry-go-round. This one is getting ugly. So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
Time of the ball.
La música de Harry Fry.
welcome you back to today's minor league pregame show as we close in on Double-A Eastern League Baseball with our Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Levi Adler is in the glow as he'll be trying out a new position, third base. His manager announced today they plan to have him at the hot corner permanently unless, of course, it doesn't work out.
Yeah, and moving to a new position might be an issue for some guys, but if anyone can pull it off, it's this guy. He's a very hard...
Well, I played a lot of different positions in my career. In fact, I played every position on the field. And no doubt, each one was a little bit of a different challenge. But sometimes the challenge is what makes a guy better. Plus, there's a good chance that this move could really help the team be better. Not only does it mean that he could be getting some more playing time for himself, but it could also open up room at his old position for another guy to contribute to this team. We're just going to have to wait and see how it all works out.
Okay, we're looking forward to this one. Lineups and first pitch on the show coming up next. The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. It's the home opener of this new season between the Akron Rubber Ducks and the Altoona Curve. Levi Adler will stand in coming off what could only be described as a career afternoon yesterday as he finished 6 for 6. First offering on the way. Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1. EK, as we take a look at our visiting club as they take the field here in this scoreless ball game. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, and they were home for just a short time before heading right back out on the road again. So it's been a lot of packing and unpacking recently. That's life of a big league ball player.
Leading off for the Curve.
Levi Adler makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. First pitch here is popped a mile high into the air. This is way up there, but playable on the infield.
You go, you go, you go. Ball, I got it.
Matos is there to make the catch, and it's 1 pitch, 1 gone here in the bottom of the 3rd. Ethan Matos will stand in. Base hit his first time around. Sets the 2-2 pitch. And this is swung on and bounced on the ground to 3rd. And this throw almost took off on him, but a fine play to leave his feet at first and then come down on the bag to record the 2nd out. Levi Adler will stand in now, hoping to get on top of one for a change. He's popped out in successive plate appearances. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. So a 3-run shot to left center. 6th home run on the season for him, as it's now a 3-0 ball game. Throw to first in time, and the bunt attempt is foiled. Levi Adler will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence. But he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
That one is out of here. A home run into the left center field bullpen. So a solo shot here to left center field, his 2nd home run of the game as they push the lead to 4-2. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that just about does it for EK Psycho.